Hello, everyone, and welcome to a brand new episode of Like a Pro, a new show on Adobe Live where we make creativity and design more accessible to everyone and teach you how to make things like a pro. So shout out to everyone in chat. Thank you so much for being here. Sean, I see you. Steve, General Kenobi, hello. Celeste, hi. Oh my gosh, so many people here this morning. Thank you so much for being here. It is about 8:30 a.m. in San Jose right now, so it's quite early for me, but let me know what time it is for you right now and also what part of the world you are tuning in from. And if you're tuning in from YouTube, feel free to join me over on Behance at b.net/live so that I can read your comments and engage with you throughout the entire show. And honestly, that is where the party is happening. Hello, Lorraine. Hi, Steve. Hi, Francisco. Oh my gosh. Thank you all so much for hanging out with me today. Jamil, hello. Wow, so many awesome people. Wine 30 in Germany, Sean. Oh my gosh, I wish it was wine 30 here. Jamil, 11:30 from Trinidad. Oh my gosh, it's so far. Steve from New Zealand. Oh man, we have so many people all over the world today. I'm so happy you all are joining me here. But hey, if we are just meeting, my name is Katrina Torrijos, and I am a product evangelist for Adobe Spark. And I'm also a designer and video creator on YouTube. And also, speaking of YouTube, today I'm going to teach you all how to create an eye-catching thumbnail for your YouTube videos using Adobe Spark. So show of hands here in the chat, are you a video creator on YouTube or on social in general? Let me know in the chat. And if you're a video creator on TikTok or Reels, no worries. You can still get some design inspo from today's session. Awesome. Hi, Emily. Hi, Jessica. Oh my gosh, so many people here. Yay. Okay. All right. So if that all sounds good, let's dive right in. I will share my screen. Let's get this party started. Cool. Okay. So right now we are on Adobe Spark. And if you go over to the search bar, we're just going to type in YouTube thumbnails. Awesome. Okay, so as you can see, there's so many templates to choose from, all of them already pre-sized, so you don't even need to worry about creating the canvas from scratch or whatever. So we're just going to click on the first one here. And even though we are working from a template, we're actually going to get rid of it. I know, crazy. I fooled y'all. You thought we were going to create from scratch. Or actually, no, we are going to create from scratch. Y'all thought we were going to create from a template, but no, we are actually going to create this from scratch, and we're going to set the background to white. So we have a nice blank canvas to work with. We do have the 2-cell thing in here, but we're going to leave that because we're actually going to use it for this thumbnail. Okay, so with YouTube, one of the best practices is people generally use only about 1 to 3 photos for a YouTube thumbnail. And that is because YouTube thumbnails are really small, so we don't really want them to be busy. And from the audience perspective, you kind of want to see what's going on. Oh my gosh, hello, Winish. Hi, Alana. And yeah, hello. Oh my gosh, Gus. Hi, you're in the chat. Oh, cool. Okay, sorry. I get really sidetracked by chat. I just love saying hi to people. But what I was saying, so we don't want our thumbnails to be super busy. So I would say no more than 3 is the rule of thumb. With exceptions, some people like to add certain elements from different photos and kind of make design assets from separate photos. So that's when I would say it's okay to use more than 3 photos. But today we are going to max it out at the 3 photo mark. Yeah, let's just get started. Okay, so we already have the 2-cell layout going on here. And if you're starting from a blank canvas, you can just go to background, and then you can actually have a 2-cell layout, a 3-cell layout, something simple, just one. But today we are working with the 2-cell layout, and make sure that the border is set to 0 and the cell is set to 0 so that you don't have any awkward spaces in between the photos. And I like doing this because if you manually place the photos on like a, like just freehand it and just split it down the middle, sometimes you can miss like a pixel or something like that. So I like doing the 2-cell method because it just makes sure my photos are snatched together. So we are going to pull my images from my Lightroom library. And oh, I didn't even get into like what the type of thumbnail we're making. So this past summer, I took a trip to Carson City, and this thumbnail will be for a travel vlog that I'm making. So we're just going to go into my Carson City album, and here are some of the photos if you want to take a quick look at that. And then we're going to place one photo here, and then let's do this one. Awesome. Okay. And I chose 2 scenic photos just to kind of show the scenery a bit of like Carson City and the area I was in. So that's why I chose these 2 photos. Okay. So how we're going to snap it to the background, there's this little switch here that says add to background. So we're just going to turn that on, and boom, the image just fills the cell automatically. And you can mess with the zoom a little bit or the rotation, but this looks pretty good, honestly. Okay, so let's fix it up a little bit. Perfect. So already we have 2 images on the page. Oh, hanging out in chat. Hello, Anika. Hi, Salman. Welcome to the stream today. We are making YouTube thumbnails. And yeah, okay. Cool. So we have 2 images here, and then now we're going to add a 3rd image, which I like to make it a human element, aka a selfie. And this is because I noticed with my own personal videos, I get a lot more clicks on my thumbnails when I'm in the photo or when a person is in the photo, just so that the audience kind of knows who's going to be like the narrator of the story and like who's the person that they can expect to connect with. So I am going to go back into my Lightroom and then go back to the Carson album. And so I have some pictures I could use. Let's go with this one. All right, look at her. She is an influencer. Okay, look at that walking shot. Okay, so we have this photo, but I am actually going to take the background off of this. So with one click, I'm just going to click remove background and let the Adobe Sensei magic do the rest. And bam, there you go. Background is gone. And looking at the cutout, everything looks good. I don't think I need to refine it. So we're gonna roll with it. Okay, and I'm looking a little small. So let's make me taller. Let's give me some legs. Okay, so this is looking pretty good. Let's zoom out a little bit. And here's a pro tip. Every time you're trying to make a thumbnail for YouTube or like any sort of cover art for TikTok, for Reels, anything, make sure you want to zoom out, because this is really how small the image is going to be. Like, this is all that people are going to see. So you want to make sure that all of the major details that you want people to see is like really comes through in the photo when it's zoomed out. Oh, is there a birthday in chat? I see Dixie. She said, happy birthday. Oh my God. Oh, Anika, it's your birthday. Happy birthday, Anika. I'm so happy you're here with me spending your birthday here. Yes. Okay. So as you can see, you can see that a person's there, but I kind of look like a blob with clothes in the middle of the thumbnail. So we're gonna go in and we're actually going to zoom in a little bit. Like, I don't need legs. That's okay. So let's see what it looks like if I do this. Oh, and then also just another pro tip kind of for anyone who's like beginning in like photography or any of this. But when you take photos and you want to crop like a piece of your body. But you know how the rule goes when you cut off someone's feet like this, it looks kind of weird. Well, one pro tip that I learned from one of my photographer friends is that you should not cut the photo at like a joint. So like not at your ankles, not at your knees or your hips, or like the crop will look really awkward. What you want to do is, instead of like, if I take this photo, I'm actually going to crop it. Well, I'm not really cropping, just zooming in, but I'm going to actually cut it off at the thigh so that you can see I still have a little bit more leg, but it's not awkwardly like cutting off my knees. I don't know why it works, but it does. It makes my photos look a little bit better, and the crops are just not awkward. Okay, so just going to put the cutout in the middle of the photo or the thumbnail. And the reason why I'm putting it in the middle is also because I just, like, you know how there's like this really harsh line going down the middle of the two photos. So I kind of want to blend the two photos together. So we're actually going to just put me in here to kind of just like cover that harsh line and just make the photos transition a bit more seamlessly. And then when I zoom out, it does look a little better. It does look a little better, but I feel like the middle cutout is kind of like disappearing into the photo a little bit. So we're just gonna pop that up with this one trick that I like to do. Emily said, excellent cropping tips. Thank you so much. Okay, so we are going to take the cutout and then we're going to actually duplicate it like this. And the reason why I like doing, oh gosh, it's so weird looking at three of me, oh my goodness. So the reason why I like doing this kind of effect is just to like really like pop any cutouts out of the photo. Like some people will add a stroke on the outside of certain elements that they want to pop out from their thumbnails, but this is kind of a way I like to recreate that effect without actually having to like go into Photoshop, making a stroke, all that stuff. So I'll take the back cutout and then I will, what do I do? Oh, I'll go to filters and then use the duotone effect. And because the photo, if you notice that the train here is a bit orangey and red, but this photo does not really have those same colors, I kind of want to balance it out a little bit and bring some of that orange and red to the other side. So I will adjust these colors, and then the first one, let's make it like a red kind of thing. So this is the low lights, bring it down here, and then the highlights will make it a little bit lighter so you can still kind of see the details. Okay, that looks pretty good. And then we'll take the second cutout and we're going to make it a bit, let's see, let's do yellow. I like a yellow orange. Oh my gosh, Laura's in the chat. Hi, Laura. How's it going? How's your day going so far? Oh, this is yellow. This is real yellow. Okay, let's actually bring it down a little bit. Okay, the yellow's still a little bit harsh for me, so let's bring it down. Maybe let's make it a yellow orange. Okay, there you go. Oh, so much better. Okay, so less harsh on the eyes. Okay, right there, perfect. Okay, well, yeah, okay, yeah, this is like a yellow orange or goldenrod, and I like it. It's a lot easier to look at than that super bright yellow. Okay, so what we're gonna do is actually we're gonna line up the cutouts, but I want it to be like a little bit offset so that there's a little bit of movement, and you'll see how this comes together. So we're gonna do that, and I'm gonna use my keys to like really line it up. And then we're going to take the full in color cutout and we're going to do line it up like this. Oh, I am. Oh. Okay. So let's do it right. Let's line it up. I feel like the lining up part is like the part that takes the most concentration for me. I have to like just get closer to like the screen and make sure I have everything down. Okay. Perfect. So it's does not, and I'm just going to say this right now, your thumbnails do not have to be perfect because like I said, they're going to be super zoomed out when people see it on the YouTube page. So you don't have to worry about like getting every single detail, every single little cell, as long as the picture just comes together as a whole. That's really all that matters. So as you can see, like these cutouts don't line up super perfectly, but that's okay. That's okay. And then also the reason why I chose this direction is because in the photo, I am walking like this way or I think it's the other way for y'all. But I kind of wanted the cutouts to go in the direction that I was like walking towards. So that's why I chose the direction why it's going behind me and a little bit like upwards. So yeah. And then now I am going to group these together because I just do not want to move everything one by one. And then it'll be like this. Awesome. Okay, and then we're just going to zoom out a little bit, see how that looks. Oh, let's see. Looks great. Okay, let's look at chat. Laura says, lovely colors. Thank you. Thank you. Francisco said, looking pretty sweet already. Awesome. Thank you so much. Okay. Oh, and it looks cool already. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. So now a lot of people on YouTube, like now when it comes to text, a lot of people just don't even put text on their thumbnails. But today we are actually going to add some text to it. And the reason for that is because, you know, along with the thumbnail, you also have like the title of your video that gets displayed to the audience. And some people just like to have the title tell their story and just leave the thumbnail completely blank. But today we're going to add some text. So we're just going to click add text, and then we are going to call this Carson City. Nice. Okay. And then and I think in reality, like when I put out the video, the whole title will say something like fun things to do in Carson City, but I am not going to put like all of that text into this thumbnail. There's just no need because the title's already going to say it. So keeping it short, like just saying Carson City or travel vlog or something like that, something that pretty much is just the subject of the video that you're going to be putting out, will do just fine on the thumbnail. So yeah, just remember with YouTube thumbnails in general, less is more. So like less photos you use, the less text you use, your thumbnail will have a greater impact when you just keep it simple. Okay, so we're just gonna have Carson City. We are using a nice big blocky text that's super easy to read from far away. The font I'm using is Source Sans Pro. And we're just gonna make it stretch across the thumbnail. Awesome. Okay, and then I actually want to add another subtext because with my videos, I put out a lot of travel vlog content as well as tutorials or reviews or something like that. And I kind of like to label like the thumbnail by saying like review or travel vlog or like whatever the content is. So here, this one is going to say travel vlog, and then we'll put it in a nice fancy text. Usually I like to mix like sans serif text with a cursive text. and that usually works out for me. But you have to be careful with like scripts or like handwritten text, because you want to make sure that it's still legible, because there's a lot of cursive text that like you can't really read it from far away. So I recommend like this font, Lobster, is a great font to use if you want to add some script text. Let's see in chat. Okay, so that looks pretty good. Let's zoom out a bit. Nice. Let's see, let's look at chat. Elizabeth, hi, welcome, you made it. Steve says, stop the post to get rid of the white line. Oh yes, I do see a little white line here, and that's from the photos. And it says, oh my gosh, what is going on? General says, maybe not, or it will look like she's being run over by the train. Sorry, that is a good point. That's a great point. Norris has a question. Do you have the social networks mentioned in Spark already to help start a project? Yes, you do. Everything in Spark, all the templates, they're already sized for social media or any platform that you need. So all you have to do is just pick from the home screen or just search the type of template you're looking for, and then all the results should be sized for that social media platform. Awesome. Okay. Cool. So this is looking pretty good to me. And honestly, from far away, you can see the travel vlog. You can see the travel vlog text, but I actually don't think you need it in this instance. Usually I'll do that for my own personal like vlogs, but I think this actually has more impact because like people are just focused on the Carson City name and we're good. So yeah, that pretty much is good. Now I just need to download it, and then always download to PNG for like the highest quality. And then it should just pop up. I post, save it to desktop, and boom, it is right there. Nice. Okay. Cool. Okay. Nice. So it looks pretty good here. And oh, I just exited out. But it is ready for upload. All you have to do is just drag and drop this file into the YouTube uploader, and it's pretty much good to go. All right. Chat. Oh my gosh. Every time I start something in Spark, I end up with X or Photoshop. Oh man, all good. Like whatever the tools you need is perfectly fine. Nice to see everyone. Cool. Okay. All right. Sorry, I am coughing a lot. It is so early this morning. Okay. So, and that's pretty much all I have for you today, chat. If you have any questions, feel free to leave them in chat or send them to me directly after the show. I'd love to help you all and give you feedback on your thumbnails. But pretty much there you have it, a super simple yet professionally designed, if I do say myself, thumbnail for your YouTube videos. So if you followed with me today or decided to try out this thumbnail layout, post it on social and tag me at Katrina Torrijos or at Adobe Spark so that myself or the team can see what you created. And yeah, thank you all so much for being here with me today. And yeah, I will see you in the next one. All right. Goodbye, everyone. Have a good rest of your day. All right. Goodbye.